this month is about Black History Month. And I just wanted to get some thoughts and some insight for you as a grassroots referee, grassroots player. What does Black History Month mean to you as an individual?
Black History Month it's a month that highlights everything that brings the background of my culture, my faith and stuff back into the highlight. It's good. It's good, but like I've said to you before, should there be a month for it, or should it be all year round? Yeah, it's good to highlight it for the 1 month that we've got it, but it's all year round. Like everything should be all year round. It's good to, like, in the schools, so like the kids and that can get like the history of the Black community and whatnot, so they can be educated about it and know what's happened, and potentially change what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah, I've picked that up. So, I mean, there is a bit of disparity when you speak to the community, and some of the other history months and heritage months that we talk about, and I know Mother's Day, sometimes people say, oh, I'm only going to celebrate one day. But, I mean, looking at it, I think, as you've said, it's a bit of both. So I think all year round, we should be working towards improving. And then I think to bring it to the forefront and to bring it into the eye line, because if it was in the forefront all year round, it would just be a normal.
I agree with you.
Just be normal. But this gives us an opportunity now to actually say, as a part of society, and as part of our rich history, how the Black community have impacted society, and generally what we're here for is how the Black people have impacted football.
Yeah, like I say, you just got to look at it now, and we look at the top level of football, the England national squad. You've got to look at how many Black players are there. Yeah, they're all from, I'm not saying they're all from Jamaica or whatnot. Do you get me? They're all from different islands, but they're there. They're there. So, yeah, we're at the forefront, and we're at the highest level that there is. International football is the highest level of football. About lower level, grassroots level football, yeah, there's still the numbers there. Don't get me wrong, this time of year it gets cold. A lot of people start saying they pulled an injury. But yeah, it's still there. So, like you say, for this 1 month, yeah, it's at the forefront. And do I think more could be done for it? Probably, yeah. Probably like over the last, say, 10 years, maybe, it's kind of died down a bit. However, with people like yourself, Staffordshire, the FA, as long as people are in there to back it, then it'll come. It can get back to what it meant. It's a bit like when players talk about taking the knee and stuff like that. A lot of teams have stopped taking it because at the time, a lot of racism was still happening. So was it having the impact that they wanted it to take? Clearly, with their reasoning behind it, they don't think it did. Hence the reason why they only take it in certain matches, which I agree to. Is everyone's right to take the knee or not take the knee. But like I say, anything that could happen with during Black History Month to highlight the past, the present, and potentially the future is always good.
And thinking about our communities and how we are around Staffordshire, specifically thinking about the football in Staffordshire, we're very fortunate where we're in a position where at one of our local professional clubs, we've got a manager who's doing quite well at Paul Vale. Now, you being from the Black community, how does that make you feel?
But like you say, it's all positives. Like, because if you look back 10 years ago, there wasn't as many Black coaches about. People will still complain. Do people get the fair shout at a job? However, like you say, Darren Moore's he's been successful wherever he's been. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but if you look at, for example, I can remember one game in particular, Sheffield Wednesday playoff semi, I think it was. I think they lost 4-1. Come back the next game, won, got promoted. So that as a manager, is you say what you want. Records speak for the South. You get me? He is a manager to League One football club. Now, Can the next step be making? Yes. Is there still things where there's things in place where people don't get the right chances? Who knows? But that's where, along with Staffordshire FA and other things in place, where hopefully the future, everyone gets a fair shot if they deserve it. And I think that's what it comes down to a lot. Like, it's like if you go to work anywhere, if your CV doesn't match up to what they want, they're going to get looked at for 6 seconds and you're getting in the wrong pile.
So thinking about your journey and, in essence, your history in the grassroots game in Staffordshire, how was it that you started off and got involved with football?
Just through, like, obviously, just as a kid, I just started playing football. I'd go out, local park, kick a ball around and whatnot, and then you just join a club. But I think a lot's changed since then. Like, facilities nowadays are tenfold better than what they were when I was growing up. Like, here we're at Northwood Stadium, we got 4G pitch, we got state-of-the-art pitch in the middle. Doesn't look the best now, but like back in my day, when I like this, like pitch like this would be like playing at Wembley for us guys. We used to play on mud baths and do you know what I mean? So as time's gone on, it's improved. Obviously, Staffordshire FA back a lot of it. Local authorities do so much as they can. Obviously, everyone knows that everything's expensive these days, so it probably slowed down the last couple of years. But for the local kids these days, the facilities are next to none in Stoke.
Yeah, I'd echo that. I remember playing myself down the local park, and you just play all the time in the park. I didn't even play affiliated football till I was 17 years old, and then it was just round the back of our local community. So from there, then, as you've grown up and you've gone into football, and you've managed to get yourself on a referee's course, all that.
It just
What interested you in the refereeing side of it?
If we have to be truly honest, former time catches up with all of us. Former time. These whippersnappers these days just far too quick for me. Far too quick with me. So I just thought, like, I love football. I love football. I enjoy watching football. I enjoy refereeing football, seeing things from a different perspective in life. When you're on a football pitch, no matter what anyone tells you, you are not wronged. And the referee is always wronged. However, when you reverse it, I believe I'm always right, or the right to my best of my ability. No one's perfect. If we were perfect, we'd all be refereeing the Premier League and earning good money and seeing the best players in the world. Mistakes happen, you carry on. So it's just my way of giving back, really.
Brilliant. And that's it. And I think it's important that we have more people from underrepresented communities coming forward to the forefront and making sure that there is a representation there to inspire the next generation, and also to, as we've talked about Darren Moore, people will look at that and think, actually, we can do that, and then we'll go from there. You're also involved with the Staffs FA on the Inclusion Advisory Group. So to just explain a little bit of your role around there, and you know the reason you're on there, and why that's an important part for yourself. To influence.
So like we said, within Stoke-on-Trent, for the size of Staffordshire and Stoke-on-Trent, it's massive. And at a grassroots level, from a diversity point of view, there ain't the numbers there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, till the last few years, the numbers, there's been more black coaches, Pakistani coaches coming along, trying to start stuff. The black and Pakistani kids, they went through a phase where no one really wanted to play football. They wanted to do their own thing, where I believe that there's a lot of good kids out there, a good ability of kids that can play football. So I just want to go out there, spread the word out, try get people involved in football, because if they're involved in football, it also brings down the other side of it. They're not out on the streets causing trouble because they're focusing on the football side of it. So then they're not getting in trouble, and then they're not getting a bad name. So it just, if they're processing something else, they're not processing bad thoughts or to get in any kind of drama or anything.
Really, so using the football to be able to impact on society. Yeah, absolutely, broader range. And just finally, as we're coming towards the end of the interview, what's your best memory growing up in football specifically? What's the one thing you look back at and really think, you know what, that was really good? Apart from watching me score, of course.
But you can't be watching you score. You don't really score many. Everyone, that's a fake and prove that. We've seen that in the diversity game we had at Chasetown. I think you missed from about 3 yards. It's a good question, and you know what? That I haven't really got an answer. Like, there's nothing that stands out that says to me, yes, that's what it is. Do you know what I mean? It's just I enjoyed my journey in football.
Oh no, I'm not going to let you get away with that. Listen,
Forward caught me up.
We've interviewed Darren Moore and we put him on the spot and he gives an answer. So you've got to give an answer now. You've got to give us
maybe under 16s. I played for Newcastle Rangers and we're underdogs in the Sentinel Cup semi-final. And we were playing at, I forgot what the pitch you're called now. It's by, you know where Stoke train, you got that tunnel where you go underneath. It's Trentham something anyway. And we were playing against, they were favourites, they won the league and everything. And I think it was 1-1 and I scored in like the 89th minutes. We went to Vale, played Sentinel Cup final and lost against Stafford Rangers. But that's probably the standout. But like I say, it's a journey. I'm never going to say I was the best footballer playing growing up, but if you work hard and more important, it's about enjoying stuff in life, because we see it all the time. Life's short, life's precious. There's people who's got to enjoy themselves and go about it.
Well, thank you very much for your insights, coming along and talking about Black History Month and talking about the impact the game's had on you as an individual from an underrepresented community. There's any last message or anything in particular you'd like to give out to the community while you've got the platform?
Not really. It's just like I say, Black History Month's everything. Everyone talk about Windrush and stuff like this, but people need to look into like sickle cell and stuff. That's a bit close to me because my brother's got sickle cell. It's it's the most common blood disorder in the whole of the UK, and only the black community can get it. And there's not funding there for it. There's not enough done about it. Like, I've seen it when my brother goes to hospital. He's in pain, and he's in pain. And every doctor knows about it. So now he's lucky that my mum managed to get him. So when he goes there now, that doctor immediately gets called to him because they know how to sort his pain management out and stuff. But that's it, really. Like I say, life's short, life's precious. Kids these days should be getting out there and enjoying the facilities they've got, because they are tenfold on what we've got.